gentlemen, I am Dr. Barbara Ward Klein, and it is my great good fortune to be able to welcome you to the 2015 Honors Convocation here at St. Thomas Aquinas College. Would you please be prepared to hear the singing of our national anthem, and it will be led by Jessica Mizzi.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that Star-Spangled Banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
That was lovely, Jessica. Thank you. And that's asked you to please remain standing, and I would like to call on Daniel Cummings, director of our college's campus ministry team, for the invocation.
Dear God, your knowledge is infinite, and you have given us the power to learn great things. Thank you for the blessings that you have given to you, our students. Always remember that the knowledge you have been given is a gift. You are receiving rewards for the dedication that you showed to your education, as well as your life outside the classroom. Always remember to use this education and knowledge for the good of others and for humanity. You were given a responsibility here, a responsibility to use your education as active members for social justice. As some of you prepare to graduate in the spirit of St. Thomas Aquinas, remember to enlighten the mind through truth. Take these truths and use them to always show thanks to God and show love to all. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Mr. Cummings. Would you all please be seated? I would like to invite Mr. Lanny Cohen, Chairman of the college's Board of Trustees, to offer his welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Klein, and good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I'd like to welcome you all to this special occasion tonight. We have a lot to honor tonight, and the evening marks a very special occasion, which you'll hear more about as the evening progresses. But I think more importantly, it represents yet another milestone in the evolution of St. Thomas Aquinas College and everything that this college represents to so many of us. On a personal note, my daughter graduated from St. Thomas in 2013 as a communications arts major, and she's on her first business trip now. And I said to her, how's the day going? And she said, Dad, it's the coolest day ever. Thank you, Stack. So I think certainly the university, the college, and this entire academic community really means a lot. So again, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, I'd like to congratulate the families and all the friends that are here. I'd like to acknowledge our honorees tonight, who really represent the best of the best, and two of whom I've gotten to know personally over the last several years, and I can assure you they really attest to the strength of character, integrity that we all aspire to. And then last, I'd like to congratulate you, the honorees, for your accomplishments over these academic years. It's quite a challenge to accomplish what you have, and we all have the utmost respect for you. So again, welcome and enjoy the evening.
Thank you, Mr. Cohen. The purpose of this very special evening is to honor those who have excelled in service to the college or to the community, to honor those who have excelled in their particular academic discipline or in their profession, and to honor those whose scholastic achievement has been exemplary as a whole and for a sustained period of time. As part of our support for this pleasant task, we are joined this evening by a number of members of the college community. Please join me in recognizing this stage party. Dr. Margaret Fitzpatrick, President of the college. Dr. John Durney, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs and Professor of Communications. Mr. Jeff Benjamin, Senior Vice President, General Counsel, and Chief Ethics and Compliance Officer of Avon Products, Incorporated. And Mr. Joseph M. McSweeney, former President of Global Sales of Marsh, Incorporated. Ladies and gentlemen, we are also fortunate to have members of the St. Thomas Aquinas College Board of Trustees who are joining us on stage this evening to help celebrate the 2015 Honors Convocation. And I'd like to ask them now to rise as a body for our recognition and for our expression of gratitude. Ladies and gentlemen, to your right of the stage party, you will see the faculty sponsors of the Student Honor Societies. They will be individually introduced later, but I would like to ask them now to rise as a body for our recognition. It is my great good fortune to be able to present our convocation speaker, Dr. John Durney. Dr. Durney is a student and faculty advocate. You can read in your program about his many and significant contributions, but what you might not fully appreciate is his kindness, his humanity, his dedication to the people, the students, faculty, administrators, and staff who are St. Thomas Aquinas College. There are numerous achievements that can be credited to Dr. Durney, but none of them will adequately describe the support that he has offered to our students and to our faculty over the years of his service to the college. I have had the privilege of working with Dr. Durney throughout the years, and I have been inspired by his kindness and his generosity. He has given freely and humbly of his time and counsel to students who may not be sitting among you tonight, but who have identified themselves as having the potential to thrive and succeed. He has made it a point to support and acknowledge faculty contributions and achievements. This is a man, a professional, who is committed to the college, the students it serves, and the talented professionals it supports. It is my honor, my privilege, to introduce Dr. L. John Durney to you, our students, our faculty, and our guests.
Thank you, Dr. Klein. Good evening. Chairman Cohen, trustees, President Fitzpatrick, fellow honorees, faculty colleagues, parents, guests, and students. It is my sincere pleasure and privilege to formally congratulate you fine students who have performed with distinction in your academic endeavors. You are our best academic achievers, and we will shortly hear the evidence of that achievement. But it's also my pleasure and privilege to congratulate your faculty, those mentors, friends, professional colleagues who are sitting behind you and who will shortly enjoy the recognitions you will receive because you represent the faculty's best efforts. Your academic accomplishments, the critical thinking that you have achieved, is what makes us faculty remain passionate about our work. And of course, I'd be remiss if I didn't congratulate your families. Without a solid support network beyond our campus, your achievements would be much more difficult. Your families are justifiably proud of you, and I know that you appreciate their contributions to the recognitions you're about to receive tonight. Students, let me ask you to stand, please. Turn around and thank your faculty and your families with a warm round of applause. Thank you. Now, you have been diligent in your assignments, well prepared for exams, focused on your scholarship, willing to contribute to classroom discussions. You've expanded your intellectual horizons. You have become thinkers, enjoying the discoveries within a variety of disciplines beyond your own program. Thomas Edison said that 5% of the people think, 10% of the people think they think, and the other 85% would rather die than think. You are in that rarefied 5% that Edison talked about. And you've delighted in the process of learning. Faculty have enjoyed the privilege of working with you in the gardens of discovery which have blossomed in our classrooms, our laboratories, our studios, our library, our electronic platforms, even the stream across campus. We've been inspired by your sudden realizations, those light bulb moments. We've been challenged by your inquiries. I can still remember one of my media law and ethics classes some years ago. We were talking about the 1931 landmark Supreme Court decision, Neer versus Minnesota, and its implications for a free and unfettered press in this country. When I told the class that even though Jay Neer had won his case, he had so antagonized the organized crime bosses in Minneapolis that he was shot and killed 3 years after the Supreme Court victory. One student said, "Dr. Gurney, I think his publishing partner, Howard Guilford, was also shot." I thought briefly to myself, I think he might be right, but I wasn't sure. I said in a professorial tone, "I don't think so, Tony." Well, of course, Tony was right. I was wrong. The very next class, I was sure to applaud Tony and thank him publicly. As you well know, the faculty here at St. Thomas is wonderfully qualified, well-credentialed, and passionate about teaching you. It is the continuous interaction with you that keeps us thrilled about our choice of career and keeps us stimulated. We're stimulated by your willingness to challenge us. We're excited by your interest in reaching beyond into new realms of knowledge. Robert Frost, who was a teacher himself for several years, characterized a faculty member's delight best when he said, "I am not a teacher, but an awakener." As you have enjoyed various intellectual discoveries, so have we. And I am proud to be among such a wonderful group of awakeners. You have worked hard. You have balanced a multitude of responsibilities. And you've done it with considerable grace and fortitude. Hallmarks of learned people. People who will be leaders. I'm sure, in fact I know, that it has not been easy or simple. As a more contemporary innovator, Steve Jobs said, "Simple can be harder than complex. You have to work hard to get your thinking clean, to make it simple. But it's worth it in the end because once you get there, you can move mountains." And that is what makes tonight's recognitions even more exciting. With the good-natured blessings of your faculty, you will shortly be embarking upon life beyond stack. And our collective hope, your faculty's, your friends, your family's hope, is that you will be the enlightened leaders who will shape a better world. The potential that each of you represents is exceptional, and we relish watching that potential unfold. Many of you will commence in a brief 3 short weeks, and will then begin to make your thoughtful mark out there. We want you to take the same intellectual curiosity and critical thinking and problem solving that you have been so adept at here in our classrooms, and develop a leadership style around those invaluable talents. Be not satisfied with the status quo. Question your colleagues and community leaders and elected officials, and yes, even your friends. Spend as much time listening to what others have to say as talking. Seek solutions to challenges through the same collaborative dialogue you've demonstrated in your classrooms. Contribute in large ways and small ways to your communities. That's what will enlarge the experience you've had here, the experience we have had with you. As you capitalize on your academic achievement and bring your intellectual prowess to bear beyond Sparkhill, we know that our larger society will benefit. For that, we are a grateful community of teachers and learners, since we all have played a part in your intellectual growth and development, your academic achievement, your excellent scholarship. We all take great pride in celebrating with you Honor Society inductees and Dean's List students tonight. And we have every confidence that your academic achievement has moved you, or will move you shortly, over the undergraduate threshold into the educated citizenry and onto a platform from which you will continue your own success story. Get excited about that prospect. To each and every one of you, once again, sincere congratulations on a job well done. And since I still have several weeks left as provost, I'd be remiss if I didn't remind you there are still 3 weeks left in this semester, including papers and exams, and there's likely no more snow days ahead. Don't let up. Keep up the great work. Once again, enjoy your well-deserved recognition tonight, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Curry. At this time, I would like to ask Dr. Margaret Fitzpatrick, President of the College, to present the honorary degree to Dr. L. John Durn.
It is my pleasure to ask Dr. John Durney to step forward to receive his honorary degree. Voltaire stated, "God gave us the gift of life. It is up to us to give ourselves the gift of living well." Dr. John Durney has been blessed with many gifts that he has shared with the college since 1973. John has served at St. Thomas Aquinas College as Assistant Director of Admissions, Director of College and Community Relations, Assistant to the President, Vice President for Institutional Advancement, Senior Vice President, and Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. In fact, he has held several of these positions at the same time. Simultaneously, John has taught at the college, earned tenure, and holds the rank of Professor of Communications in our School of Arts and Sciences. Dr. Durney was prepared for these professional opportunities and challenges through his lifelong thirst for learning. He earned his Bachelor of Arts degree from Manhattan College and earned 3 degrees from Columbia University, a Master of Arts, a Master of Science in Education, and a doctoral degree in education, all while working full-time. Not only has Dr. Durney served the college, he is also a leader in the wider community. He is the past chairman and vice chairman of the Board of Directors of the Rockland Business Association, past chairman of the Board of Directors of the Arts Council of Rockland. John was a co-founder of Leadership Rockland. He also served on the Orangetown Community Relations Council, the Hudson Valley Council for the Boy Scouts, the Quality Advisory Council of the Pearl River Schools, and the Rockland County Bicentennial Commission, just to name a few. John has been recognized for his community service with the Leadership Rockland Founders Award, the Rockland Association Pinnacle Award, the Big Brothers Big Sisters Person of Distinction Award, and the Rockland County Distinguished Service Award. I am so thankful to John's wife, Julie, who has accompanied him on this professional journey, and to his sons, Matthew and Mark, that had many a meal without him. The college has recognized John Durney with the Latari Medal, the Founders Award, the 50th Anniversary Commemorative Medal. Tonight, the college holds up to our students an exemplary man. John is the epitome of the words of Ralph Waldo Emerson. The purpose of life is to be useful, to be honorable, to be compassionate, and to have it make some difference. John, you have made a major difference here at St. Thomas Aquinas College. Therefore, in recognition of your outstanding administrative and teaching career and your work in the broader community, I, with the authorization of the State of New York and the Board of Trustees, bestow upon you, Honora Hauser, the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters from St. Thomas Aquinas College. Congratulations to Dr. Durney.
Thank you, Dr. Fitzpatrick. At this time, I would like to ask Mr. Keith Darcy, member of the Board of Trustees, to present the honorary degree to Mr. Jeff Benjamin.
It is a great honor and privilege for me to present to you a most distinguished corporate attorney and my very close friend, Jeff Benjamin. Jeff was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, earned his Bachelor of Arts in Government from Cornell University, holds his Juris Doctorate cum laude from New York University School of Law, where he was admitted to the Order of the Coif, reserved for those who, as law students, attain the highest degree of scholarship. Following several years in private practice with Cronish Leave, Jeff joined the pharmaceutical company Ciba Geigy, where he rose to general counsel. In 1996, Jeff provided leadership in guiding Ciba Geigy through its merger with Sandoz Corporation that created the multinational pharmaceutical giant Novartis, which was then the largest corporate merger in history at that point. In his 40-year career at Novartis, in addition to his responsibilities as Vice President and General Counsel for litigation, Jeff served as the company's Chief Ethics and Compliance Officer until his retirement in 2012. Unfortunately, Jeff's retirement didn't last very long. A few months later, Jeff was appointed to join Avon Products as Senior Vice President, General Counsel, and Chief Ethics and Compliance Officer, and where he also serves on the Executive Committee of Avon Products. In addition to his long and distinguished corporate legal career, Jeff has been an active and visible leader and advocate in addressing issues of human rights, racial and gender inequality, as well as corporate malfeasance. Jeff previously served on the Board of Directors of the Ethics and Compliance Officer Association and has long been involved in leadership roles with the Brennan Center for Justice at NYU, which is committed to holding our political institutions and laws accountable to the American ideals of democracy and equal justice for all. From his roots in Brooklyn, about which Jeff continues to gloat about the World Series champion of his beloved Dodgers in 1955. He and his wife Betsy, a psychotherapist, migrated to Rockland County, where they have now resided for many years, and where they raised their 2 children, Louis and Ross. With my personal respect and admiration for a life well lived, and on behalf of the academic community at St. Thomas Aquinas College, and with the full authorization of the state of New York, we are privileged to bestow, honoris causa, the degree of Doctor of Commercial Science upon you, Dr. Jeff Benjamin.
Thank you, Mr. Darcy. And at this time, I would like to ask Mr. Kevin Degnan, Vice President for Institutional Advancement, to present the honorary degree to Mr. Joseph McSweeney.
Good evening. A man who is dedicated to the advancement of scholastic diversity, coupled with a strong commitment to excellence in higher education for the disadvantaged, is what sums up Joseph McSweeney. Joe McSweeney has been a most valued and treasured member of the Board of Trustees of St. Thomas Aquinas College, serving as its vice chair with distinction. Joe, together with his wife Joan, received the esteemed Spartan Award with induction into the college's Hall of Fame in 2009, and the prestigious Aquinas Medal in 2011. Impressed with the educational diversity that they witnessed at St. Thomas, they created the Elizabeth and Edward McSweeney Scholarship for underprivileged students majoring in business in 2006. Joe was, until his retirement in 2014, President of the United States and Canada Divisions of Marsh Incorporated, the insurance brokerage of Marsh McLennan Companies, with headquarters in New York City. The college was also the beneficiary of Joe's knowledge as an adjunct professor for 3 years in the School of Business, and his leadership as a member of the Stack's President's Council prior to his appointment to the Board of Trustees. Joe has shared his leadership as a member of the Development Council of the Archdiocese of Newark, and has been an active member in its Men's Commission. He has also shared his valued counsel and advice with the University of Louisville as a member of the advisory board in the School of Arts and Sciences. Joe holds his Bachelor of Arts in Mathematics from the University of Louisville and his Master in Business Administration and Finance from Pace University. He is a graduate of the Naval Nuclear Power School and served in the United States Navy for 5 years as an engineering officer aboard nuclear submarines. Therefore, the academic community of St. Thomas Aquinas College, with the authorization of the state of New York, is privileged to bestow honoris causa the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters upon you, Dr. Joseph McSweeney.
Thank you, Mr. Degnan. At this time, I would like to ask Dr. Margaret Fitzpatrick to present the Laetare Medal to Professor William Pryor.
In a world being drawn together by diverse multimedia information systems, which are now beginning to see, hear, speak, write, correspond, store, and process files of information, A broad-based liberal arts education, such as that offered at St. Thomas Aquinas College, can best serve the needs of the dominant media of our time. These words could have been written this morning, but in fact, they were written as part of the job application submitted by Professor Bill Pryor more than 20 years ago. This keen ability to see where the future of communication arts is going has guided the 20 years that Bill has been at the college. Professor Pryor upgraded the college's original TV studio and played a significant role in the development of our current state-of-the-art studio. Along the way, Bill taught courses in television production, media theory, news reporting, speech, and many other areas. His students see him as a coach as well as their instructor. Professor Pryor has served the college on numerous committees, assists the college's special events, including commencement, and has worked with his colleagues on developing new courses in the communications major. Bill holds a BA in art from the University of Delaware and an MA and an MFA from William Patterson University. He has clearly used his training and experience to change the lives of our graduates. In recognition of his 20 years of dedicated service to St. Thomas Aquinas College, I am pleased to present this Laetare Medal to Professor William Pryor. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Fitzpatrick, and congratulations, Professor Pryor. At this time, I would like to ask Dr. Donald Johnson, Associate Professor of Physics, to come to the podium to present the Betty LaSala Award to Ms. Jessica Winter.
It's my pleasure to introduce the recipient of this year's Betty LaSala Award, Jessica Winter. I would like to ask Jessica to join me at the podium. There she is. Betty LaSala devoted her professional life to teaching science and sharing the science division on the secondary level in the New York City public school system. She worked tirelessly to awaken in her high school students the excitement that exists in discovering new insights in biology, ecology, and related scientific fields. Betty educated several thousand students, and the lessons she imparted to them helped them to be successful not only in the scientific fields that they pursued in their college careers, but also in their daily lives. Upon retiring from teaching, Betty became a member of the St. Thomas Aquinas College President's Council. As a member of this council, she continued to provide valuable insight and inspiration to all whose lives she touched. In memory of her life, her husband, children, and grandchildren have established a commemorative scholarship at STAC. In addition, STAC has decided to recognize in Betty's name a graduating senior at the Honors Convocation who has earned the highest GPA in the sciences. This year's award winner is Jessica Winter. I first met Jess by accident. I came into Costello 103 and there was Jess with a friend working on a phony job application for the newly opened position as chemistry professor. Their application was done in magic marker, complete with deliberate spelling errors. Much to my disappointment, Professor Burns did not call them in for a job interview, as I wondered how far they would go. Thwarted in her ambition to achieve a position as chemistry professor while still a sophomore, Jess returned to her studies. And as it happened, she was very good at them. Jess has done many things at STAC, from tutoring other students to playing the drums, most recently in the production of Rent. I am recently informed she even painted some of the lines in the college parking lot before she was a student. She must have looked back with fondness on her days of watching paint dry while listening to me drone on about quantum degeneracy, which isn't as interesting as it sounds. But neither her musical talents nor her abilities with a paintbrush are what has earned her this award. She earned it by having a grade point average of 3.89 in the sciences and an overall average of 3.92 while taking such classes as Calc 3, physical chemistry, quantitative chemical analysis, and atomic and nuclear physics. She's also a member of Alpha Chi, Kappa Delta Pi, and Sigma Zeta, and I think some more alphabet soup and stuff we added to her resume, but we're out of Jess is an amazing person who works hard and has a good attitude about everything. She plans on being a chemistry and physics and possibly a geology teacher in high school. From what I have seen, her future as a teacher will be successful as her performance here as a student. She's one of the best students I've ever had, and I congratulate her on winning the Betty LaSalle Award.
Thank you, Dr. Johnson, and congratulations, Jessica. At this time, I would like to ask Ms. Rachel Golland, instructor of English, to present to Ms. Amanda Schufer the first St. Thomas Aquinas College Environmental Writing Award in honor of Rachel Carson. Good evening. In accepting the National Book Award for Nonfiction in 1952 for her work The Sea Around Us, Rachel Carson stated, "The aim of science is to discover and illuminate truth. And that, I take it, is the aim of literature, whether biography or history or fiction." It was in this spirit, and with the philosophy of the powerful relationship between the arts and sciences, that St. Thomas Aquinas College hosted this year's Environmental Writing Contest in honor of Rachel Carson. The award is being presented tonight for a short work of fiction entitled "These Fields Are Our Friends," written by Amanda Schufer. Amanda is majoring in childhood and special education with a concentration in science and technology. She will graduate with the class of 2016. Amanda, congratulations. Please come up, you are here. Please accept your award. Thank you, Professor Golland, and congratulations, Amanda. At this time, I would like to call upon the Honor Society sponsors to assist with the presentation of the awards to our outstanding students. I would ask visiting Assistant Professor of Graphic Design, Professor Matthew Finn, to introduce the students into Alpha Chi.
Dr. Klein. Alpha Chi is a co-educational society whose purpose is to promote academic excellence and exemplary character among college students to honor those who have achieved such distinction. Its name derives from the initial letters of Greek words meaning truth and character. As a general honor society, Alpha Chi admits to membership students from all academic disciplines. The St. Thomas Aquinas College New York Beta Chapter, established in 1973, now has 1,483 members, including the 33 students being inducted this year. Will the candidates for Alpha Chi membership please rise? These students have fulfilled all the requirements for membership in Alpha Chi. Each student is a junior or senior who has a cumulative grade point average of 3.8 or better, and all are the top 10% of the junior and senior class. Candidates, please come forward when your name is called. Saja Alum, Michael Capabianca, Ryan Daly, Nicole DiGiacomo, Timothy Earhart, Savannah Finber, Abraham Gill, Courtney Gray, Alicia Hamilton, Lindsay Heiberger, Jenna Hutchins, Amanda Icabellis, Amanda Lawrence, Daniel McConnell, Haru Minasi, Sarah Montello, Heather Palmer, Ilea Pratt, Tina Roman Cordona, Michelle Rue, Jacqueline Selvaggi, Casey Sokolsky, Ariana Sotos, Mi Velez, Brianna Weaver, and Samantha Wolf. Congratulations to all the inductees.
Thank you, Professor Finn. And now I'd like to introduce Instructor of Criminal Justice, Professor Ira Promisel, to introduce students into Alpha Phi Sigma.
Good evening. Will the candidates for Alpha Phi Sigma please rise? Alpha Phi Sigma, the National Criminal Justice Honor Society, is dedicated to the recognition of scholarly achievement in the field of criminal justice. Established in 1942, the Coeducational Society is officially designated as the National Honor Society by the Academy of Criminal Justice Sciences. The Theta Iota chapter of Alpha Phi Sigma was established at St. Thomas Aquinas College for the first time in 2007. Its mission is to promote critical thinking, rigorous scholarship, and lifelong learning by emphasizing advances in research, leadership qualities among students and practitioners, opportunities for community service, and ethical standards in criminal justice professionals. Alpha Phi Sigma rewards academic excellence among students pursuing undergraduate and graduate studies in criminal justice, majors and declared minors. The Society's motto, "He and she who perseveres succeeds," reflects the importance of hard work and discipline throughout life. New members of Alpha Phi Sigma were formally inducted earlier today. Please come forward and accept our congratulations in recognition of your achievements. Caitlin S. Barrett. Sean Michael Roberson. Isaac Stafford Flood. Michael Joseph Hessling. Caitlin Mary McGovern. Andrew Nolan. Joseph Robert Pavone, Lindsay Ann Stroman, and Jessica Nicole Workhoven. Congratulations.
Thank you, Professor Promisel. Now I'd like to ask Professor of Mathematics, Dr. Mary Ellen Ferraro, to introduce students into Chi Alpha Sigma.
Thank you, Dr. Klein. It is my pleasure to present the following students for induction into Chi Alpha Sigma, the National College Athlete Honor Society. Would the students who are being inducted into Chi Alpha Sigma please stand? Founded in 1996, the purposes of Chi Alpha Sigma are to encourage and reward high academic scholarship of college athletes at four-year accredited colleges or universities, to recognize outstanding academic achievement by intercollegiate varsity players, to encourage good citizenship, moral character, and friendship among high academic achievers in college athletics, to mentor and provide leadership to other athletes. Membership in Chi Alpha Sigma is an honor bestowed upon selected student athletes. The students who are being inducted tonight are either a junior or a senior, have earned a grade point average of 3.4 or higher, and have received the endorsement of their head coach. Now that you have heard the purposes of Chi Alpha Sigma, is it your desire to become a member of this honor society? If so, answer I do. Congratulations to each and every one of you. As I call your name, please step forward and receive the congratulations of our president, Dr. Margaret Fitzpatrick, and the chairman of the Board of Trustees, Mr. Lanny Cohen. Priya Bahati, Alexis Brooklyn, Julia Byron, Sabrina Egan, Megan Jascott, Nicholas Colner, Madison Lord, Johan Lawyer, Lauren Morales, Colleen Cagnani, Kai Rastetti, Vicky Saravia, John Saxton, Thomas Schumann, Shauna Simmons, Casey Sokolowski.
Thank you, Dr. Ferraro. I would now ask Assistant Professor of Economics, Dr. Megan Mihal, to introduce students into Delta Mu Delta.
Good evening. Would the candidates for induction into Delta Mu Delta please stand? Delta Mu Delta is an international honor society established to recognize and reward superior scholastic achievement of students of business administration. The purpose of Delta Mu Delta is twofold: to promote higher scholarship and education for business, and to recognize and reward scholastic attainment in business subjects. It is to the Epsilon Alpha chapter that you are now to be admitted, but your membership is in society, wherever established and maintained. This honor can be obtained in only one way. It cannot be bought, nor can it be had as a gift. It must be earned by faithful, earnest toil, by serious application to studies, and persistent application in scholastic work. Your success in college has brought you this recognition. We expect you, as members of Delta Mu Delta, to add new luster to your school, your community, your profession, and to the society. As your name is called, please come forward to be recognized. Sujia Along, Brandon Belain, Alexis Friends, Daniel Di Lorenzo, Mary Dunwoody, Janine Grillo, Amanda Lawrence, Madison Moore, Johan Moyer, Casey Moran, Michael Paulino, Ruth Rubios, Alexander Romeo, Thomas Schumann, and Jason Stretchy. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Mihal. I would like now to call upon Assistant Professor of Education, Dr. James Neufeld, to introduce students into Kappa Delta Pi.
Thank you, Dr. Klein. Kappa Delta Pi was established in 1911 at the University of Illinois as an international honor society in education. Its mission is to promote excellence in and to recognize outstanding contribution to education on both the undergraduate and graduate level. The name is derived from the Greek words, which represent knowledge, duty, and power. Today, Kappa Delta Pi is comprised of 600 chapters and more than 40,000 members. Rho Lambda chapter was established at St. Thomas Aquinas College in 1987. Will the inductees of Rho Lambda chapter of Kappa Delta Pi please stand? We conducted our initiation ceremony on November 11, 2014. There, these students took their oath and received their cords and certificates. Today, we publicly acknowledge and commend their accomplishments. Inductees, as I read your name, please come forward to be recognized. Amelia C. Bainton. Samantha N. Corley. Nicole N. Corley. Kim A. Fox. Lauren N. Floracino. Elizabeth F. Harper. Kimberly A. Holt. Vincent M. Marinelli. Melissa G. Moore. Lakeisha L. Polite. Stacy A. Samora. Julianne Scrappitz. And Andrea Venturas. Congratulations.
Dr. Neufeld. I would like to ask Instructor of Physics, Professor Heather Ray, to introduce students into Kappa Mu Epsilon.
Thank you, Dr. Klein. I am happy to announce that the following students have satisfied the rigorous academic requirements for membership into Kappa Mu Epsilon, the National Collegiate Honor Society in Mathematics. Would the inductees for Kappa Mu Epsilon please stand? Kappa Mu Epsilon is a national organization founded in 1931 to promote the interests of mathematics among undergraduate students. The primary purposes of being a member of Kappa Mu Epsilon include the following: to further interest in mathematics, to emphasize the role of mathematics in the development of civilization, develop an appreciation of the power and the beauty of mathematics, to recognize outstanding mathematical achievements of its members, and to familiarize members with advancements being made in mathematics. Inductees, as I call your name, please come forward to receive our congratulations. Lindsay Heiberger, Samantha Springer, Duncan Cavavasso, Michelle Lee, Nicole Sullivan, Jessica Lincoln.
Thank you, Professor Ray. I would now like to ask Assistant Professor of History, Dr. Heath Bowen, to introduce the students into Pi Gamma Mu.
Will the candidates for induction to Pi Gamma Mu please stand? Pi Gamma Mu is an international social science honor society that aims to reward interest and achievement in the study of social sciences by the conferring of membership upon those who have been certified as meeting all local and international qualifications and who accept the society's aims and ideals, including scholarship, the disciplined and open-minded pursuit of truth, social idealism, the aspiration to maximize human potential in all regards, and 3, social service, the willingness to be of service to others for the all of humanity. The motto of the society, "Ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free," reflects the disciplined and open-minded pursuit of truth throughout life. Will the following students please come forward to accept our acknowledgement and congratulations in recognition of your induction into Pi Gamma Mu. Sheila Acosta, Alexander Bernardo, Janine Borowski, Danielle Ambrosio, Jason Dorr, Bianca Griffin, Amanda Greenwald, Michael Hessler, Jenna Eister, Matthew LaJoy, Kristen Lorentoni, Vincent Magano, Megan Martin, Andrew Nolan, Jacqueline Solani, Alyssa Sheridan, Julianne Strackers, Ariana Soto, Kristen Strickland, Dariella Vasquez, and Jessica Lorgover. Thank you. Congratulations to all.
Thank you, Dr. Bowen. And now I would ask Assistant Professor of Psychology, Dr. Benjamin Wagner, to introduce students into Psi-Pi.
Good evening. Psi-Pi is the International Honor Society in Psychology, founded in 1929 for the purposes of encouraging, stimulating, and maintaining excellence in scholarship and of advancing the science of psychology. Membership is open to graduate and undergraduate women and men who are making the study of psychology one of their major interests and who have displayed academic excellence within psychology as well as within their general course of study. Will the candidates for Psi-Pi membership please rise? You have met the academic qualifications for membership in Psi-Pi. You have shown a vital interest in the science of psychology and you show promise in the field. Will you, to the best of your ability, elevate and advance the science of psychology, add to its share of knowledge, and assist in its search for truth? If so, answer I will. I will. I hereby welcome you as full members of the St. Thomas Aquinas College chapter of Psi-Pi. Please come to the stage and accept our congratulations as I call your name. Sheila Acosta. Danielle Ambrosio. Jordan Medea. Isaac Flood. Ashton Russo. Vincent Medina. Ariana Sotos. Amy Siegel. And Jamie Jones.
Thank you, Dr. Wagner. I would now like to ask Instructor of English Professor Rachel Gollin to return to the stage to introduce students into Sigma Tau Delta.
Thank you, Dr. Klein. Good evening, again. Will the candidates for membership in the St. Thomas Aquinas College chapter of Sigma Tau Delta please rise? Sigma Tau Delta, the International English Honor Society, was formed in 1924 at Dakota Wesleyan College in Mitchell, South Dakota. The Society's motto is sincerity, truth, design. With chapters at more than 500 colleges and universities worldwide, the central purpose of Sigma Tau Delta is to confer distinction upon students of the English language and literature in undergraduate, graduate, and professional studies. Like all members of Sigma Tau Delta, the members inducted tonight have demonstrated consistent excellence in the study of English language, of English and American literature, and of creative and critical writing. New members of Sigma Tau Delta were formally inducted earlier today. As I read your names, please come forward to receive our congratulations. Ryan Daly, Stephanie DeCora, Natalie Jane DeCola, Caitlin Dillon, Savannah Finba, Jennifer Franze, Alyssa Hamilton, Bridget Humphrey, Jessica Parker, Tina Roman Cardona, Julia Shenke, Ariana Sotos, Normeli Vega, Samantha Wolf, Nicole Zayden, Melissa Zito. Congratulations to all of the inductees.
Thank you, Professor Gollum. It's now time for me to invite Professor of Biology, Dr. Clara Tote, to introduce students into Sigma Zeta.
Thank you, Dr. Klein. Will the Sigma Zeta candidates please stand? All candidates were inducted earlier this evening. It is an honor to present the following candidates whose achievement in scholarship and interest in the sciences and/or mathematics has qualified them for initiation as active members of the Gamma Zeta chapter of Sigma Zeta, a National Honor Society in the Sciences and Mathematics. Sigma Zeta was founded in 1925. The object of this organization is to draw superior students from all fields of science and mathematics together as a unified group for a greater exchange of ideas in order to promote the advancement of scientific knowledge. It is our belief that these candidates will successfully carry out the objectives of the Society and are therefore entitled to all the privileges of the Society and to wear the key, seen on their medallion, the symbol of membership in Sigma Zeta. As I read your name, would you please come forward to accept our congratulations? Michael Anito, Julia Diamond, Sean Healy, Christopher Hernandez, Alice Kim, Heather Rose Palmer, Vicky Salvia, Shauna R. Simmons, Emily Smith, Deanna Viola, Michael Gertz. Congratulations to our new Sigma Zeta.
Thank you, Dr. Tote. Well, we've now come to that point in our program when we acknowledge those students who have achieved notably in their academic endeavors. In the case of these students, however, their academic performance has been more than exemplary. First, their achievement has been general across their studies. And second, it has been sustained throughout their academic careers at St. Thomas Aquinas College. These Dean's List students, while carrying a full academic load and receiving no grade lower than a C, have achieved at least a 3.5 quality point index throughout each of the last 3 semesters. Will the Dean's List students please rise and come forward as your names are called so that you can be congratulated? I would ask Professor of English and Dean of the School of Arts and Sciences, Dr. Robert Murray, to come to the stage and read the Dean's List. And I would ask Dr. Stephen Burns if he would be kind enough to assist us at the stage podium.
Thank you, Dr. Klein. Good evening. It is my pleasure to announce that this year we salute 110 students who have reached this and earned this honor. Students, as I call your name, please come forward to accept our congratulations. Michael P. Anito, Laura A. Asaro, Brandon D. Bellane, Caitlin S. Barrett, Catherine A. Baumgartner, Christina A. Benakista, Nicole L. Bonani, Alexis B. Breheny, Samantha T. Burden, Julia E. Byman, Sarah R. Cahill, Michael A. Capabianca, Michael A. Catania, Lori J. Child, Erin M. Colgan, Erica Corey, Shelby L. Coyle, Ryan J. Daly, Danielle N. D'Ambrosio, Nicole A. Diascoli, Stephanie B. DeCoro, Christina M. DeRay, Jason T. Dorr, Sabrina C. Egging, Timothy W. Earhart, Sean M. Feely, Savannah H. Finberg, Isaac S. Flood, Carissa Flores, Cassandra Flores, Adriana M. Fox, Gina L. Canaro, Angela C. Gallo, Yvonne Garofalo, Abraham S. Gill, Courtney R. Gray, Bianca J. Griffin, Janine M. Grillo, Alyssa A. Hamilton, Lindsay A. Heiberger, Michael J. Hessling, Bridget A. Humphrey, Kayla M. Hunter, Jenna M. Hutchins, Tamara N. Irifajay, Jenna L. Ister, Megan A. Jascott, Chelsea D. Kiesler, Jessica M. Krupa, Kelly R. Kuczynski, Amanda L. Lawrence, Madison B. Lord, Kristen T. Moritoni, Shannon D. Martin, Carrie A. McGinnis, Teresa M. McKenna, Thomas A. Mignon, Harut Minassian, Jessica Mizzi, Sarah J. Montello, Casey L. Moran, Robert A. Mata, Javier Rios Laguna, Stephanie M. Nelson, Heather R. Palmer, Christopher A. Panepinto, Michael J. Paulino, Jessica G. Parker, Stephen R. Powell, Danielle Pedoto, Victoria I. Carrata, Melissa A. Place, Ruth Klubios, Brandon W. Bogonsky, Elia M. Pratt, Kay Rockstetter, Samantha L. Riggy, Michelle E. Ruth, John B. Saxton, Amanda M. Schufer, Jason A. Stretching, Jacqueline Salvaggi, Marae T. Sink, Delia E. Shanky, Alyssa M. Sheridan, Matteo Shudo, Shauna R. Simmons, Gregory M. Simonelli, Pier Francesco Simonetti, Julianne Stropitz, Rebecca L. Slate, Casey Sokolsky, Ariana T. Soto, Andrew J. Spiegel, Kristen A. Strickland, William J. Tronsor, Dariella Vasquez, Victoria Vergara, Brianna J. Weaver, Ashley C. Weintraub, Ryan B. Wilhelm, Abby L. Williams, Jessica M. Winter, Samantha Wolf, Cody R. Whitford, William E. Wrightson, Michael S. Rickey, Nicole C. Zaidan, Marissa Zito. Caitlin R. Zangoli. Congratulations, team. Sorry, Ashley Liso. One more, sorry.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the conclusion of the St. Thomas Aquinas College Honors Convocation for the year 2015. We greatly appreciate your company this evening, and we hope that you will join us for refreshments that will be available in the Romano Student Center, where you can also greet our honored students. But before you go, I'd like to extend our appreciation to Jessica Mizzi for singing the national anthem and to the Imperial Brass Quintet for their contributions. Thank you. And I would like to express our appreciation to the students who are members of the St. Thomas Aquinas College Honors Program, and to their faculty sponsor, Dr. Ryan Wynn. They have ably assisted us in the proceedings this evening, and we are very appreciative. And in addition, I would like to also acknowledge the assistance and dedication of Vice President Joe Danini, Mr. Patrick Lambert, Mr. Bob Ambrose, and their remarkable staff for transforming Aquinas Hall. Finally, I would ask you to please remain seated as the stage party, faculty, and honorees process from Aquinas Hall. Thank you very much.